In the previous lectures, we used the words library and header files interchangeably, but the thing is that we never, well, right now if you look at the string compare.h, you see that there are a lot of other functions defined inside the string compare.h header file, and when we include it here, all of these functions would be compiled alongside our main function, and you would have the executable which you saw in the previous lecture. But the thing is that we should never define our functions inside the header file, but we only declare them in here, and we put all of them and compile them inside another libraries, and whenever or wherever we want to use the functionalities, we would just link them and we won't compile them anymore. So right now what I want to do is to just copy all the string compare.h header file inside another file. Let me call it stringlib.c. You see I have changed the extension to .c because I want to compile the stringlib.c and create the object file and static libraries. And in here I also want to enter the string compare.h again, and instead of defining or implementing the functions, I want to only declare them. So I just remove all of these lines and I only declare the functions inside the header files by keeping the definition only. Now what we are going to do is to compile the stringlib.c, which has the definition or implementation of all the functions. I provide the -c, which is for compiling. Well, we get an warning because the right function has been defined inside another library called unistd.h. You could just include it inside the stringlib.c and you won't get this warning. Not important for now. If I type ls and then a string lib and a star, you see that we have two files, the stringlib.c, which we compiled using the -c, and the output would be the stringlib.o, which is an object file. Right now this object file is of the L format and has been compiled already, so whenever you want to use our main file or use any kind of these functionalities inside the stringlib.o object file, we could just link them together without the need of recompiling them. But what I want to do is to create a library, a static library. The difference between a static library and object file, right now it doesn't have any difference because the object file, we only have one object file, but sometimes we have a lot of different object files and we want to pack all of them inside one library, and therefore we would create libraries. But right now I want to create a static library to put the stringlib.o object file inside it. So what I want to do is to use a command like ar and then rs, and the name of the static library should always start with lib. So I say lib and then a string dot a. The extension of a static library in Linux is a, and in Windows is .lib, and then we pass it all the object files which we want to put them inside the library of a libstring.a. Right now we have only one object file, so I would provide the stringlib.o. And well, if we hit enter, it tells me that the libstring.a has been created. This is a static library, and also I want to compile our main function or main program, which is string.c, and then we want to link the string.o object file because this command has outputted the string object file. If I again run this command, you see this is the string.o object file which has been created. Now what I want to do is to say gcc-o, the name of our executable, I want it to be a string, then I pass it the string.o object file which has been created due to the last command which we compiled, the string.c, and then I also pass it the libstring.a, which is our static library, and I hit enter. So the string executable has been created, and if I hit enter, you see we have the output in here. I want to also say ls-la and a string to see the size of our executable, which is more than 8 kilobytes.